Hey, warriors. What's up? Larry here from Carnivore Quest. It is 4:30 in the morning, my friends. I've been up all night editing, and I have never done this before. Cassie and I have talked about doing it. If I'm ever up all night, just to see if any of our friends overseas would tune in. I don't expect many people to be in the stream, but yeah, I pulled an all-nighter. Shut this music off. And it's been a long night. Let's put it that way. I don't expect anybody in America to be awake right now, and that's totally cool. I've been drinking coffee all night. I'm working on Cassie's next video, recipe video, and then I started messing around with YouTube Shorts, and it it was, I don't know. They have a new feature where you can use like popular songs like Metallica, Michael Jackson, and I kind of got sucked into that, making a few shorts using that music. And there's a few more steps to it, so I'm trying to figure it out. But I figured I'd jump on here for maybe a half hour and see if anybody shows up. I don't know if anybody will. I know we have viewers in the UK, and we have Australia, and some other places. So Angie sings, "Hey, I got someone in here. What in the world are you doing up at this hour?" I know, right? Well, I was if you missed the first part, I was up all night editing, and I don't know, I was drinking coffee late, and I was like, I'm just gonna pull an all-nighter, and I think I'm gonna stay up all day today. Um, because I find it easier, to get my schedule back on track, just to stay up all day and then get to bed tonight like at 8 o'clock. So, but I got a lot of work done tonight. Like I said, it really was. I had some late coffee, and I knew I wasn't going to go to sleep. So, Carolyn, hey, what's up from Florida? Oh, you're up early. I thought I'd catch some people, across the pond. Very cool. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, I wanted to, while everybody piles, well, I don't know how many people we got in here. We got 9. I'm gonna play this clip right real quick. I wanted to get your guys' take on what you call some of this stuff in your country. Then you can throw it in the comments. I'm assuming we have a few people here. Philippines? Hey, right on. Y'all need to be in bed. Right, Aaron? I'll tell you, oh, Cassie's sound asleep. Believe me, she's been asleep a while. Grumpy old Ben. Cool to see you guys. You guys might have saw this clip. It's short. It was from the video I put out, I don't know, about 5 days ago. The 3-day meal plan for weight loss. I kind of did a different editing style, and I think you show it right here. Again, I like a few things in this video. I just wanted to get your guys' take who do live in other countries on a few things. Oh yeah, you gotta have the coffee. All right, see right here, I started scrambling my eggs with butter. And my mom taught, it was the first thing my mom ever taught me how to cook with scrambled eggs, but she always used milk. And so when we started the carnivore diet, I started using heavy cream. I always made my eggs with milk. But I saw somebody, I don't know, it wasn't that long ago, just do it this way with butter first in the pan, and then I always scrambled them in a bowl first. Man, these are delicious. They're the best I've ever had. Um, I'll never cook my eggs another way now that I started doing this. But Yeah, I was throw in the comments. I want to know if you guys how you guys make your scrambled eggs. Let me finish this up. Cool. And yeah, how do you guys make your scrambled eggs? Let's see who's in here. Aaron, you need to be in bed. Hello from Germany. It's morning here. Hey, Lyra Stark. I'm glad you're here. Anthony, what's up? Good to see you guys, man. This is why I decided to do this because like Lyra, you'd never see this, where you're living. I don't think you would ever catch us live. So love it when what's this? Love it when there's something to do when I have insomnia. You're up late, huh, Mel? Meeting Mel? That's a cool name. Grumpy old Ben. Butter and salt, the French omelet way. Okay. Let's see. Anybody else? Angie sings. What you got? Scramble in a bowl with water. Cream makes them weep. I don't know what you mean by weep, but I've never tried them with just water. But I know I even made those butter eggs but for Cassie, and she was like, "Wow, what did you do? They were just so buttery. They were so good." I was really amazed. I was actually like thinking about just doing a video about that, but I'm like, come on. So I figured I'd bring it up here. Uh, butter in pan. Let's see, Aaron. Throw them in butter and mix away. Here you go. Wendy. Hey, Wendy from Australia. I was hoping to get some Aussies in here. What's up, girl? It's good to see you. Oh, hello from South Korea. Hey, Stacy. Wow. It's amazing, you guys. That's really cool. South Korea. Us anybody over 30 years old, we lived in a time when there's no way I could, hang out with Stacy from South Korea. It's amazing. The technology. Pat says, I beat them in a bowl until frothy. Just add a splash of whole milk and then cook in butter. Yummy, the best. Nice. Aaron, good morning from West Texas. Out working outside in this deep freeze. Starting 122 days on Lion. Oh, it's deep freeze starting. 122 days on Lion. Family still thinks I'm crazy. Yeah, I hear you. Sometimes family takes a little while. Now our family really doesn't, they're all, they don't bug us anymore. Let's just put it that way. Congratulations. 122 days on Lion. I could say that's tough, but I know once you get in the groove, it's pretty easy, right? Just like the BBBE challenge. Once you get in the groove, I just found with the Lion diet, I had a hard time getting enough fat in. I really did. Angie makes them ooze liquid, butter in the pan. Making me hungry. I've been munching on Cassie's beef jerky. Butter in a pan and gently scramble to stay moist. Yeah, I was kind of whipping them hard in that video, wasn't I? Angelina, watching from Australia. You, Larry, looking so good tonight. Oh, thank you. It's the lighting, man. I'm telling you, I look beat down. I look tired, but yeah, if you guys are just coming in now, I'm going to stay up all day so I can get to bed with Cassie tomorrow night. I got to get my schedule reset. Temple, Texas. Hey, Paul. What's going on, my brother? Carnivore muscle. Nice. Nice. What you guys talking? Yeah, I've been eating a lot more eggs. You guys know who've been with us a while that I've gone through my spurts where I haven't touched an egg months and months, but I've really been consuming a lot of them. Sean White, he's talking about doing that. Him and Dave Mack are talking about doing that 50 egg challenge. I'm not even going to attempt that, but I don't think they'll be able to do it. Eat 50 eggs on our live stream. That's a lot of food, man. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if they'll try it on Friday. I don't know. I know I couldn't do it. There's no way. Miss anybody? Butter in pan and gently scramble to stay moist. Watching from, oh, I already pulled that one up. Sorry, guys. Oh, here we go. Eric, first 2 to 3 weeks was tough with cravings. Much easier now. Goal for 2024 is to eat an entire bison by myself. Wow, what a cool goal. Seriously, I've never heard somebody say that. That's awesome. I'll have to tell Cassie that. A whole bison. That's a lot of food. I'm sure you can do it though in 2024. Hey Sheila, what's up? Use butter or bacon grease and scramble them in the pan. Yeah, I make my fried eggs with bacon grease. I like to fry those. They come out nice. Yeah. John, what's up, my man? What an early morning surprise. Yeah, I've never been on live this time of morning, brother. 50 eggs just during the live stream? That sounds rough, right? Well, it was like a month ago. We on the live stream, we did an egg challenge and we all ate some eggs, but Dave and Sean took it seriously and they each ate 2 dozen eggs fairly quickly too. And I was surprised. But 50? I don't think so. I just that's a lot of food, man. I've tried a few eating challenges even back when I was eating, standard crap. And yeah, I guess I wasn't very good at it. Oh, hello all. We already said hi to you, John. What's going on, buddy? You having coffee this morning? Yeah, I got one more thing for you guys on Instagram. There's a few people I follow on Instagram, like really closely, like Lori and Chris Bath. I follow both of them. I followed their entire life, for the last 3 years while we've been on carnivore. Laura Spath just puts out really good stuff on Instagram. So it's like you know them and their kids, and it's pretty crazy. And then Lily Kane and Bryce. But I got this from Laura Spath Stories today. And if you're watching this in the replay, Chris Bass stops by once in a while. Happy anniversary, you guys. 10 years. Laura and Chris are up in a cabin right now, chilling. But she recorded this today while they were there hanging out. And with the holidays coming up, I thought this would be really cool to share with you guys because it's kind of an epiphany for me. And Laura's so good at explaining things. I'm going to throw this on right here.
As the holidays approach, I know a lot of people are really stressed out, or they know they're going to fall off the wagon, or they're going to struggle because of holiday traditions and the pressures of family, and they just always fall into the trap of those traditional foods. It's okay for your traditions to change. You can't expect for everything in your life to stay the same, but then for your health and your weight to drastically improve if everything else stays the same. Everything has to change in your life, which that feels really overwhelming at first. I get it. But change one little thing at a time. Think about new traditions. The very first year we skipped all of our holiday traditions and had steak and crab legs. It felt really weird. But now we're coming up on 6 years of doing it, and we really look forward to that new tradition that we've created. It's okay if those change for you.
That just like smacked me in the face because Cassie and I were still on the fence on how we were going to do the holidays this year. And we changed the way we celebrate Christmas when we both came to Christ, when we got saved. It felt weird the first couple of years. It was something nobody told us to do or anything. It was just something we felt. But with the food, I never really looked at it that way, just starting new traditions, and maybe we will try and just not do any of the mock foods this year and just, like spend some good money on, some steaks and maybe some lobster and just, make that a new tradition. But the way Laura put it, I really, I don't know, it just kind of light bulb went on off on top of my head. And she's right. We do stress about the holidays. Everybody in our community, I mean, it's funny. Our viewership goes way down, during the winter because a lot of people aren't dieting, and they just say, and I get it. Yeah. I totally understand that. Uh, Aaron says, love Laura. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a big fan of her and Chris. They've shown how to live the lifestyle. I mean, they lost their weight before she started her YouTube channel, but they live it, and especially if you follow them on Instagram. I mean, Laura's really good at like posting every day, like stories and, you know, like if Cassie and I had younger children, they just do really well at incorporating the whole family into eating the proper human diet. Carnivore Carry. Good morning, Larry. Coffee with Larry. Yeah, hey, right? Cassie ain't got the the monopoly on that title. Coffee with Larry. And I've been drinking coffee all night long. Guys, don't get mad at me, but I made 2 pots and I like I said, I probably won't have any more today. I'll be able to stay up. It's crazy. Angelina, are you and Cassie back drinking coffee? Well, you got to catch up on our videos, Angelina. What's up with that? No. Yeah, I mean, Cassie's in and out, in and out. When we first initially gave it up, I made it some days. I was taking those caffeine pills for a headache, and I was really having trouble focusing, like having linear thoughts, like creating stuff and I mean, you write an outline for, a video or you're brainstorming. It was just rough. It's like this brain fog. And Cassie felt bad for me. She actually picked me up some instant coffee, which I'd never had in my life. But she told me, she's all, I know I won't drink this. And so I had the instant coffee. It was like a cup a day black. And then Cassie was out in about a few days. She picked up a Starbucks with just some, heavy cream in it. And, it snuck back in. We don't have the coffee pot sitting out still. So, but yeah, yeah. In her last video, she talked about the coffee. So true words of wisdom, right, Mel? Yeah, I totally agree. If you guys don't follow Laura Spath on Instagram, Chris has one too, but he doesn't post. He doesn't need to post that much. Laura posts, both their lives. So in Boston, didn't go to bed yet. Karen, you haven't been to bed yet? Wow. Okay, I'm right there with you. I also thought maybe a few people who work graveyard. I worked graveyard for years, and if I had a day off, a lot of times I kept my hours. So if you get any of you, work graveyard, you might stop by. Angie, steak and lobster. We'll be there at 3, right? Yeah, yeah, lobster, man. I love lobster. Absolutely dig it. It's so expensive though. Good morning from the Netherlands. Bumblebee. Hey, what's up? I recognize all these names, and it's so good to see you guys here on a live. I know a lot of you can't, make it when we go to normal time. John, I thought I'd have to wait until 7:30 a.m. for my first live this morning with Dustin from Keto Simple. But then I turn on my computer and I see Larry going strong. Yeah, this is a spur of the moment thing, man. I was just like, I finished the second short I was working on. And if you guys are just jumping in now, it's pretty cool that YouTube's got new features where like I can use popular music, Metallica, Michael Jackson, any popular music without getting a copyright strike, but there's a little more to it. And I was really kind of just messing around tonight. And yeah, I really, when I'm in a creative mode, a lot of times I'll stay up. So, but yeah, John, it's good to see you. I didn't expect to see you, John, because you usually catch our streams in the evening. That's pretty cool. Marilyn Harris. Hey, Marilyn. Coffee. Hey, you do you. From where I sit, you're young people and you can do anything. That is good to see you, Marilyn. Oh, grumpy old man. Starbucks. Engine oil identifying as coffee. Oh. Good morning, Larry. Been up since 3 a.m. Already had a large coffee. D May. What's up, May? Is it middle name or I'm just gonna say May. It's good to see you. And good morning. Enjoy that coffee. Hey, that's a good one. I dig that. Smash that like button. Cool. Yeah, I'm just heading down these comments. Karen says, "Me too, Eric. I watch so many every day to help me stay strong and inspired." Oh, you guys must be talking about live streams. Yeah, the only live stream I'll catch is probably, I mean, I'll check out Sean's stuff when I got time, but like Dr. Barry, like I'll listen to him, like if I'm, like say I'm doing the dishes or, a chore or something where I can just listen. But that's about it. I used to watch Bart K a little bit, but not much anymore. Good evening from New Zealand. Super Kara, what's up? Very cool. Glad to have you here. Yeah, I'm not going to go super long this morning, guys. This was just a little kind of test. And it would be cool to say hi to some of you folks that I never get to. But you guys have any questions for me, hit me up. Just put, you know what they say, just put a big Q in front of what do you got to say or what do you got to ask. Either way, it's all good. But yeah, it's too bad you can't use popular music. Like if I wanted to put some on right here, it would get a copyright strike, so I couldn't do it. Love this early one. Cool. Good to see you, Cheryl. Yeah, it's a trip going solo because I'm just hanging out with you guys. I got nobody to bounce back and forth with, so it's like, what do I talk about? Uh, I usually don't watch scary movies. I saw my son Cody was gonna oh, speaking of which, I gotta tell you guys real quick. You'd be the first to know. My son Cody asked his girlfriend to marry him yesterday. And they live chatted us right after, and it was amazing. I'm so happy for him. And we're gonna get a daughter, Michaela. I just love her. They've been together 3 years now, and she's just wonderful. So, but anyway, my son Cody wanted to see this movie, and we showed that he's still on my Amazon Prime account. So I told him I would rent it, and you get it for 48 hours, and then he could watch it. And it was Talk to Me. It's called Talk to Me. And Cassie's like, isn't that about a Ouija board? And I said, no, not really. It's kind of the same concept, but it's a scary movie. There's one gory scene. It's not like slasher gory, but just this one violent scene. But I highly recommend it if you like scary movies. It's not, like I said, it's not super gory, and the ending is very good. So really don't watch many scary movies. Cassie really doesn't at all. She, not really. So, but I used to be when I was younger. I watched like, the Saw movies, and I can't stomach those movies anymore. Maybe with my past, I don't know. Who wants to see all that gore, and I'll take a good action flick or drama. We like period pieces. I don't know where I left off, guys. So excuse me for a second. Like I said, being solo. Huh. Is this a new one? Oh no, Love Laura. I already brought that up. I'm sorry, guys. Whoop whoop, congrats. Yeah, I'm really happy. I was kind of, I didn't put any pressure on Cody, but I'm like, and he already knew he was going to marry her. So, yes, Carolyn, we were very happy. Marilyn, real life is scary enough these days. Who needs movies? Yeah, you're right about that. For sure. Actually, have not watched the news in a day, which is nice. uh, Question: when is little Larry going to be on butchering some meat for us? It might be soon, actually, John, because Cassie yesterday. I mean, we vlogged the last 5 days for our challenge to carnivore kip. That'll be coming out on the first. That 5 days of eating. Keep us accountable. Keep him accountable. And Cassie made a solo run to Costco. Well, now it's yesterday. And she picked up a strip loin, and it's huge, and it was like $100. It was like, so it came to like 8 something a pound for New York strips. And I told little Larry to, today when he could bring his knives home from work, he's got some really nice knives that'll cut through that meat. So we'll probably, film that and have him he'll probably get on there. It depends if, what kind of mood he's in. He's not a huge fan of being in front of the camera, but yes, wonderful news, Mr. Cody. Yes. Yeah, or regarding Cody. Yeah, Marilyn, I'm real happy. You guys have seen him, Cody, he was baby. I've shown clips of that. I mean, biologically, he's my nephew. He was my sister's child, but he became mine when he was 6 months old when she died. So, oh, Jim, just watch the news if you want to be scared. There's another one. Absolutely. Yeah. I just want our southern border closed. And, I can't believe there's not a bigger uproar about how wide open it is, especially with everything going on. It's like after, September 11th, 2001, back in the day when we got hit, it's like we got complacent after that. I just don't see why they don't seal up that border right now. I just do not get it. It's like they want something to happen. What type of brand of coffee are you and Cassie drinking these days? Well, my favorite is Miorga from Costco, but we don't. All we got right now is she got me it's Folgers. I can't remember the name of it. It's their instant coffee, but it's not like their cheap instant coffee. I forget what it's called. I forget, but it's Folgers instant, but like a higher end one. Yeah, I can't recall what it's called, but it's pretty good. And I like it because, it's a little bit of a process to make a cup. And, you know, I don't know. I won't, it, I might not have that second cup, but I did pull out the coffee pot for a little while tonight and I made some, but then I put the coffee pot away. So Cassie won't watch this live stream. But tonight I drank a lot of coffee. And that was Folgers Black Silk, which was pretty old. It was like we made a video a long time ago. Eric, question: anyone else watching the Bearded Butchers? Any other butchers on YouTube? I find those videos relaxing and educational. Is that weird? No, I've actually seen the Bearded Butchers, and I like their stuff. I think on our main account, I think we're subscribed to them. You like our personal YouTube account? I'm pretty sure we are. Like the one we watch on TV. It's too early in Oregon. Lots of love to everyone. Hey, Sarah, what's going on? I believe you emailed Cassie last night, right? She hasn't seen that yet. I saw it. Yeah, I believe that was you. Or maybe she did see it. I'm not sure, but I'll make sure she does if she hasn't. John loves the bearded butchers. Yeah. Maryland Folgers Black Silk is actually pretty nice for a non-premium brand. Yeah, I'll tell you, if you got a Costco and you love your coffee, Miorga, it comes in a gold bag. It is actually our only vlog we ever did when we went to Costco. They had it, and sometimes they're out of it, but not usually. And we picked up like 6 bags that day. Yeah, that stuff is so good. Maryland, when we don't have money for Pete's. Oh, is that oh, that's a brand of coffee? Yeah, it's funny how your choices change when when your finances, kind of shift. I totally get that. No stress, only wants to support. I gotta get back to sleep. Going back to sleep, girl? Okay, Sarah. Yeah, and thank you for that. I read the email and I'll make sure she sees that. Very cool. Angie sings, yeah, I like the bearded ones. You must really really wanted coffee. Yeah, I knew I was going to drink more than 1 cup tonight, so that's why I went ahead and made some instead of using that instant. But that instant's pretty good. I wish I could remember the name. Gosh, that's sad. Comes in, it's nice when it comes in a glass jar. It's not a plastic. I want to play that clip again, but I don't want anybody to see it twice. I wanted to play it for anybody new, but it's all good. We won't play it again. Bearded ones. Oh, I'm sorry. I just pulled that up. I'm. Oh, you want me to play it, Angie? Okay, I'll play it real quick. You twisted my arm. You ready? It's just a clip about scrambled eggs. I was asking everybody wherever you are in the world how you cook scrambled eggs, and I'll show you guys just real quick. Angie asked me, so I got to. It's from our video, this 3-day meal plan I put out a few days ago. So let me pull this down. I'll play right here. I like the music. I like this music. It's grooving. So if you guys haven't seen that, go back a few days and yeah, I tried something new with the edit style, and it came out really good. I really enjoyed making that video too. There's a lot more attention to the camera angle and just I don't know, it was cool to make. I really enjoyed it. Michelle, hey, what's up? I woke up to use the restroom, and to my surprise, a live stream. How awesome! I may just stay up for the day. Well, very cool. Yeah, you're like Cassie and I. You grab your phone for a little light. You got to go to the bathroom. You just glance at it. That's funny. I'm glad you're here. I've been up all night, girl. Up all night, and I'm going to stay up all day. Anybody that's just jumping in, I plan on staying up all day. That way I can go to bed with Cassie tonight and get some sleep. Bumblebee Adventure. But well, I love to see you. I love to see you this late, Larry, but good diet needs good sleep, so go to bed. Yeah, I hear you. I'm being bad, but the only way I'm going to get my schedule right is to just power through it today. And the thing is, I'd have trouble staying up today if I was just staying here at the house working. Like if I had computer work to do all day, but today I got stuff to do outside the house, so I'll be running around, and it's easier for me to stay awake. You know what I mean? So great graphics. Well, thanks, Angie. John, Larry, I know that I have mentioned this before, but I really appreciate the work you put into editing your videos. Very cool, man. Thank you. You have mentioned that before, and I really appreciate it. You know, there are only a few people in our niche, the carnivore niche, on YouTube, that really put an effort into their editing. And I'd like to think I'm one of them. So I really do appreciate that. Whenever somebody mentions, oh man, I love that bit edit, or man, that made me laugh. That's really rewarding for me, especially when I can make somebody laugh. Not every little thing lands and makes people laugh, but you're never going to know unless you try, right? But yeah, our 6-week holiday weight loss challenge will be coming up here. We got to decide exactly when we're going to start it, but man, I plan on killing it this year. I really do. Cassie should be eating cleaner than she is. You guys saw her most recent video. She's going to hold off on her testing for her CEA numbers. And, I mean, of course I back her 100%, but she needs to be eating like clean. So, I just plan to these holidays, not keep it strict, and I'm not talking lion diet, but like BBBE, and very minimal seasonings. So, but it's up to me to be strong for her, so it's, I totally back her 100%, and I totally get it. Totally. But at the same time, I want to do everything to make sure, she's getting the nutrition she needs, and she's starving out, any cancer cells in her body, if she does have something going on. So, Eric, super sticker. Very cool, man. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's very nice of you. And I got one more here. Bam, Carnivore Gary. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for an early morning Carnivore Quest coffee talk. Yeah, I'm really glad you stopped by. Thank you so much, Carrie. I think that deserves another sip. Getting ready for that cold weather. I got to start. I bought an axe last year. I got to stop chopping some firewood. We have a gas fireplace in the house, but Cassie and I, this is the time of year when we start having fires outside. Marilyn, you guys are so wonderful as a team. You really embody what it is to be there for another person. Yeah, you try. I should have been. Gosh, my nose is a little runny. I should have been. I don't know. Just I could have done better this last month. Ever since she was worried about her test results, but she is super confident that it was a false positive, having to do with all the dairy she ate those 3 or 4 days right before she took the test. So I got to back her, 100%. I think you set a great example how to live, and not just how to eat. Oh, I appreciate that, Marilyn. It's I shared on our Instagram stories today a bunch of slides about, from the time I got sober, and that like the house we lost. And, you know, actually it started off, Cassie sent me a Facebook memory from October 28th, 2016. And she said, "Oh, Larry worked 14 hours today. Then he came home, cleaned the house, and I got off work and he was making food for me. I love this man so much." And I shared that on Instagram, but then I laid out the story. And the reason that that was so special to me was because I'd only been sober 2 years at that time. And when I left for rehab in 2014, it was November of 2014. Cassie hated my guts. She just couldn't stand to look at me anymore. I mean, she literally hated me. She loved me, but she hated me. And she was just tired of taking care of me. And once I got sober and I came back, and I was completely a different person. I mean, but it took a while. I'd lied to her so much about money, and, drinking, trying to quit for so many years, and trying to go behind her back drinking. And, she just had to deal with a drunk. I was always a happy drunk. I wasn't abusive or anything, but it was like having another child to take care of. I couldn't, I got to the point where I couldn't function, and I was close to death. I was close to dying. And, so when I got back, and it took about 2 years before she told me she was in love with me again. It's like it took her 2 years to really be like, okay, everything's back to normal. I got my Larry back, because she knew. I mean, we, gosh, we were only, well, my mom was murdered before we were married, and then drinking started soon after that. So, I mean, while we were engaged, we had like 4 or 5 months of like total bliss and happiness. And then our lives just fell apart. And then I fell in the bottle. So, but anyway, she sent that memory today. And, for a long time, I wasn't the husband I was supposed to be. But, when I got sober, I told her, I said, "I'll spend the rest of my life making it up to you." So yeah, I try to, you know, be there for her now, but sometimes with eating, we're all weak. Uh, we just got our first freeze warning of the season. I'm not ready for winter in Iowa. Yeah, Michelle, it gets cold in Iowa. I'm telling you, man, I do not miss Chicago. That's where I met Cassie. I lived there 12 years, and I came from the desert in California. I mean, I got used to it after a few years, but you know, yeah, it's brutal. It, it's funny how you get used to a place, because now that we're in South Carolina, 40 degrees feels cold. It's really crazy. Jim, my wife and I are praying for her. My wife had cancer 6 years ago, and praise God, he healed her. We love you guys. Love you too, Jim. That's amazing. Yeah, I've never told the story about my mom when she, right after my sister was murdered. My mom, me and my mom raised the kids, and my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer right after that. I've told that, but I've never really talked about. I saw the doctor with my mom, and he said, "Marcia, you need to get your affairs in order." I mean, her cancer was very advanced, and God healed her. I mean, and she fully believed that, and she had a mastectomy, she had chemo, but they told her to get her affairs in order. There wasn't much chance, and the doctor said it was a miracle. So that's really cool, Jim. Awesome. John, Larry, you are truly blessed. My marriage did not survive my drinking. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, man. And that's what the enemy wants. He wants to split up our relationships. I'm very, very, very blessed, and it was none of my doing. Cassie was done when I left, but I remember being in. For those of you who don't know, I went to a Christian discipleship program, but it wasn't. I went to a rehab the first time. It was a 28-day rehab. My insurance paid for it. you walk around in your robe all day. I mean, it was, you go to AA meetings, you see a counselor, but I relapsed as soon as I got out of there. When I went to this Christian program, it was 7 months and it was totally free. That 28-day program cost my insurance company $30,000. Where I went to this program, it was completely free. And, everything's donated. It's in an old monastery that's beautiful that used to be owned by the Catholic Church, but now it's owned by Miracle Hill Ministries down here in South Carolina. And the Overcomers, and they have 80 men stay there. Well, they call it big boy rehab because, most of the people are in there out of prison or they come off the street through the ministry's homeless shelter. Um, so and the rules are really strict. They basically teach you how to live again. You're up at 5:30 a.m. You have to be. I remember I got there and I had no nice clothes, and they gave me a whole new wardrobe so I could go to church. And I mean, it's an amazing ministry. But um, yeah, I remember every day we had a chapel, and all 80 men are in there. And, we'd all do prayer requests. And every day I would stand up and ask all 80 guys to pray for my marriage, because I thought there was no hope at all. And, God softened Cassie's heart. And, she even at times while I was gone, was tempted by other guys asking her out, and something would always happen, like God would tap her on the shoulder, and it really is a miracle, the restoration to my family. So I'm sorry yours didn't, though, John. I have quite a few friends that have gone through that. God has truly blessed you with her and her with you. Love you both. Thanks, Angie. Yeah. Me and Cass are pretty tight. Been through a lot. Still close with my ex, but she just couldn't put up with me anymore. And that in the end is what got me sober. You know, I'm telling you, that would have happened with Cassie and I. We would have stayed really close if, she wasn't just able to come back, or let me come back, once I was done. Jasmine, good morning. Hey, what's up? Where you at, Jasmine? Where you at today? I started this live stream to hang out with some people overseas, and we've had a few people in the U.S. pop up. Early birds showing up. Prayer is so powerful. Our God is an awesome God. That's a fact right there. Yeah, I saw. I mean, just for an example, a Crip gang member, and I actually made a video about him, Cedric. He, you know, probably killed some people. He did time in prison. I saw God do a miracle on that guy. It gets me choked up even thinking about it. Completely changed his heart and turned him, as the Bible says, into a new creation in Christ. It was a miracle right before my eyes, much like the one where I quit drinking. You know, so yeah, when Cassie and I have asked for prayer on the channel, um, we don't take that lightly at all. I think it's one of the most important things in a Christian's life. That's our weapon. So I heard one time a preacher say that's our long range artillery. Where the word of God, the Bible, is your sword. But your long range artillery is prayer. Jasmine, Ohio. Awesome. My mom's family was from Ohio. A carnivore cub. What's up, bro? Can't sleep. Too much energy with this carnivore thing. I love you. Right? Oh, man. I'll tell you. Yeah. Cassie had a feeling I was going to stay up tonight. And I'm like reassuring her, baby, if I do, I'm going to stay up all day. That way I'm back on track. Back on track. But we've been, documenting everything we're eating for Kip. And I've been hungry really the last couple of days. I have not eaten much, and a little bit of the wall of doom, I think. Cassie and I were talking about it earlier tonight or last night. And I just have not been hungry. Basically ate some beef jerky yesterday that Cassie made, and that was it. And then, or day before yesterday, and then yesterday, burger patty. Yeah, you'll see it in the vlog, but it wasn't a whole lot. So I'm hoping today, because I'm not hungry right now either, but we got that strip loin we're gonna cut up and get some New York strips with nice pat of butter on it. Maybe I'll get hungry. Oh, I really appreciate you guys stopping by, saying what's up. I wasn't sure how this was going to go. Yeah, I expected 5 or 6 people, when I first started. So it's really nice you guys stop by. You never know, starting this time of night. Well, now it's morning, but you never know how many people, are up at that time or. Is that Sidja? Hey, Larry. I love watching you and Cassie's videos. Sandra. Oh, Sandra. Sandra Perth, Western Australia. Awesome. I was hoping to get some of our Aussie friends on this stream. Carnivore Sill. She's in Australia, and she commented on Cassie's video late last night. I was hoping I'd catch her on here. I'm glad you're here, Sandra. Very cool. It's good to see you. I know you guys don't catch a lot of our, live streams at a normal time. So I hope you're doing well. All right. I need something from you guys here if I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. What are you guys eating today? Any plans or, because I'm definitely going to be eating New York strip. We break down that strip loin. I'm going to be ready. John says, ready for my second cup. Absolutely. Carnivore Cub, did you get my message I sent you yesterday about Jocko video for Kip? No, my friend. Where did you send it? On Facebook Messenger or Instagram, or did you email us? Oh yeah, if you have Instagram and you don't follow us, carnivore.quest. Come on, man. Gotta follow us. We've never really put a lot of time into Instagram, but I'm starting to, and Cassie is too. I'm BBBE again. Very cool, Angie. That's probably my favorite way to go is the beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge. Really is. And what's wrong with doing that as your baseline, and then having chicken once in a while? I think BBB is where it's at. And you've been with us a long time. That we put a lot of content out on the BBBE challenge because it is so powerful. On Messenger, okay, I'll check it out. A lot of times I don't get notified. You know what I mean? If we haven't conversed before, so I will check that out as soon as the live stream ends. Actually, I'll make a note of it real quick. Just gonna make myself a note, or I will forget. I'm tired, so okay. Cool deal, Carnivore Cub. Ha, Jim, ribeye steak. There you go. That's the gold standard right there. Awesome. Yeah, I actually I'll tell you guys now, no one's gonna watch this deep into the stream. It was kind of we were gonna do a Costco video. Cassie just went yesterday, but we were gonna do one, and all the money we made from our meetup we had in September, I think selling the tickets, we made like $1,400, but we spent like $1,120 on all the food, tablecloths. Cassie had decorations. So we made roughly about $300 on that event, which, I mean, Cassie put hours and hours into prepping for it, and planning it and everything. But we were talking about taking that $300 to Costco and kind of having like a shopping spree, and getting ribeyes, Jim, because I really like Costco's ribeyes. Just a little expensive for us usually. Sorry if I'm being loud here, guys. But yeah, that'd be nice to go in there and just use that cash for steak. Sherry, what's up, Sherry? I'm going to try to smoke a small turkey breast, the Chiefs versus Broncos game. Very new to smoking meats. Thank you both for all you do. Well, thank you, Sherry, and really good luck with smoking that meat. Cassie started dabbling with it a few months ago, and that sounds amazing. Yeah, I've had smoked turkey before. It's very, very good. Turkey breast, it's gonna be lean, huh? You gonna put some butter, get some fat on that sucker. uh, Ribeye steak, bam. Yeah, gold standard. Ribeyes are so good. Hey, Brandy. Good morning from South Dakota. My hubby finally, or San Diego. I'll say South Dakota. Yes, South Dakota. My hubby finally joined me on carnivore after a year on my own. It's great. You're always in our prayers. You're both very blessed. Well, thank you, Brandy. Really, thank you for those prayers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that is awesome about your hubby. That's so good to hear. Makes it much easier. I have a few friends that, don't have the support of their spouse, and it makes it tougher, Carnivore Kip. I mean, that's the first person that comes to mind, you know. So that's really cool though. And again, thank you for those prayers. John says, I got 2 pounds of grass-fed ground beef for free yesterday because I spent over $30 at Earth Fair. So something with ground beef today. Jets game today. Okay, Jet Giant game today. Awesome. 2 pounds of boom. Ground beef in a bowl. Throw that butter on, salt, bam. It's good stuff right there. I hate to say this, and I hope you guys don't hate me for it, some of you, but not a football fan. Our whole family is. Cassie's and all her brothers and her dad, huge Bears fans. And I'll watch a game. I've been over like Super Bowl parties and stuff. But just me personally, I've never watched football. I played basketball in high school. Watched the Lakers. When Magic Johnson, the Lakers. They were my heroes in the late '80s. That dynasty team. But yeah, the only sport now I really is MMA. And Cassie and I used to be big fans, like back when Chuck Liddell was fighting Matt Hughes. But we haven't like rented a pay-per-view like MMA in forever. But like on YouTube, I'll just kind of see highlights and stuff like that. But Keto Cheeto, what's up? My sarcastic bud. You always make me laugh, man. Dr. Dave's carnivore journey. Love watching your videos here in the UK. 8 months carnivore, down 80 pounds, fixed diabetes. I believe that's what that is. Best thing I have ever done. Thanks for the inspiration. Love you guys. Ribeye and eggs for lunch. Awesome. Yeah, I believe lunch is coming up for you, right? Because I actually checked the time in the UK, Mr. Dave's, and in Australia before I came on here. Like, let me see what time it is. So I'm not sure what time it is there now. That was a while ago, and I'm tired. But good. Ribeye and eggs for lunch, bam. What's weird is I don't really enjoy ribeye and eggs together. I like a leaner piece of meat, like a New York strip. I don't know why. It's just, yeah, I don't know why that is, but I don't think I've ever made a ribeye with eggs. But you enjoy it, my friend, for sure. Jasmine, I'm not a football fan either. I do enjoy Super Bowl though. Yeah, I definitely enjoy Super Bowl, and I got some money on it too. When I lived in Nevada, worked in the casinos. I remember shaking the camera. I remember getting off on break, like when I was working on the crab table. They had a sports book there, and go place some bets. And Super Bowl, yeah, I'd always bet. Or if there was like a big Mike Tyson fight or a Vander Holyfield fight, I'd go make a bet, and then all the dealers would be talking about, yeah, who'd you take? Who'd you bet on? Yeah. The creator. That's pretty cool. I like how your font looks. Good morning. I love you guys. Getting ready to into work, and I'm happy to get to say hi. Awesome. Well, have a great day at work. Absolutely. The carnivore diet makes everything better in your life, and that includes work. When I was working at the auto plant here in South Carolina, I don't know why I always say that. It was a BMW plant here. I don't know why I don't say their name, but it's like the one of the largest auto plants in the country. But I was doing the keto diet, and man, I felt great. I once I became a supervisor there, I had to walk a ton, and it was just I felt great. That's actually we were there. I was working there when we first started the keto diet. Danny, what's up, my friend? Well, it's 5:30. Had I known you was live, I would have been on. Oh, it's all good, brother. I started at 4:30. Um, yeah, it was kind of a spur of the moment thing, man. I didn't plan it. I was up all night editing, and I was like, you know what? Cassie and I have talked about doing a live in the middle of the night. Say hi to our friends overseas. You know what I mean? I mean, of course, we have a lot more viewers from the United States, but our viewers from overseas just fascinate me. You know, I'd love to visit so many other countries. Um, I just like when we do a live, when I get a chance to hang out with Dave Mack. I'm just fascinated by him living in Japan, and I love different cultures. You know, it's always fascinated me, even back into high school. Knicks in the early '90s, Ewing, Starks, Oakley, Mason. Yeah, they. I knew their team well. I followed basketball very, very closely from like '85 to like '91. Good morning, 4:30 in Alabama. Hey, Natalie. Yeah, I didn't even anticipate a few people getting up here in the States, but we've already had quite a few. So I'm glad you're here. Good to see you, Natalie. You drinking coffee this morning, young lady? I drank quite a few tonight, and gosh, I'm so loopy. It's crazy. Quite a few cups. 5:30 p.m. Australia. Right on. Yeah, it's so crazy. I was really hoping to see some people from Australia and the UK. And gosh, we had South Korea in here. This just fascinates me. It's so cool. What plan do you have for staying awake all day? Well, I gotta go get my hair cut. My hair is off the rails long, guys. I mean, you can't see it because, camera, or maybe you can, but it is like out of control. So I'm gonna go get my hair cut, and what else do I got to do today? Oh, I'm helping a buddy move something, and I got to go to this. I want to get it. I'll say it. Our son's getting engaged. He already got engaged yesterday. For those of you who are just coming on, Cody asked Michaela to marry him yesterday, and they don't watch our live stream, so I can tell you guys, I want to stop and maybe get them something, and maybe me and Cassie will run by and see them. Just give them both a hug, just so excited. We're gonna have a new daughter, and I'm telling you, she's just such a cool girl. We've been very blessed in that respect too, as our kids meeting significant others that we just love, and of course throughout the years they've had some that we didn't like at all. But right now they are all with solid people who love them, so yeah. I was saying earlier too, Sherry, that if I was like going to stay at home all day, I wouldn't be able to stay awake. um like if I had computer work to do or whatever, but we're out and about, I'll be able to stay awake. So did I already pull that one up, guys? I think I did. Very kind of you to think of your followers overseas. Yeah, I just I can't believe it took this long to do a live like this, but it's been a while, guys, since I stayed up all night. I got better at going to bed early, and because for those of you who have been with us a while, I really struggled with that for a while. I was staying up all hours of the night, getting 4 hours sleep a day, and it wasn't good. 1:30 a.m. Alaska. Hey, Alaska Patty. Well, you're either up really early or you're up really late. If I had to guess, it's really late, right, Patty? Don't come to. We have too much cheese. NL. Help me out here, guys. I'm tired. What's NL? I'm probably going to feel stupid when you say it. Oh, is it New Zealand? No. Let me know, Bumblebee. NL. Heck yes. Hello, everyone. Hi, Irene. Good to see you, my friend. Up at 4 a.m. every day. I wake the birds up. Yeah, that's how my dad was. My dad was up 4:15 every day. I most of my life I worked graveyard, so I did work day shift in the casino business for a few years, but I was really used to working graveyard. And I think that's why I find, now that I make my own hours with YouTube and doing, driving delivery like gig work, make your own hours. I find I gravitate toward the night hours, but that's no good for your family. So it's a struggle for me to stay on a day shift, but I've gotten a lot better. I shouldn't say struggle. It's not really anymore, but like tonight I slipped into it. I stayed up all night because I was having fun editing and got into some new stuff. And they heard the party and they're joining. You talking amongst yourselves, y'all? Or are you referring to something I said, Natalie? Or Angie? Sorry. Yeah. Congratulations. What a blessing to add to your beautiful family. Yeah, she's been in a few of our videos too. Yeah, Mick was she was in the arts. I forget what would you call it, creative arts in college. She plays the piano. She can sing. She she acted in college. She is just such a sweetheart too. Oh, the Netherlands. There you go. My bad, Bumblebee. My bad. So don't come to the Netherlands. We have too much cheese. I got you now. What are we doing awake at this crazy hour, right, Cindy? Yeah. Oh, I've told the story a few times, but I was just up all night messing around. YouTube's got some new features where you can use popular music on YouTube Shorts. So I was just messing around and had some coffee late and kind of I'm still up, so I'm just gonna stay up all day. Glad to be here. It feels like family. Hey, Max K, what's up, my friend? I'm glad you feel like that. That's exactly how Cassie and I feel. Care about you guys a lot. Some people, it's just built for the nighttime, right? Yeah. I've I find I do work better too. Like if I'm deep in an edit and I'm trying new things and it's quiet, the dogs are asleep, the dogs aren't bothering me. Uh, so good morning from Maryland. Yeah, pretty Ricky. Look at that. What's up, my friend? Nighttime people, I meant. Uh, if it was Monday to Saturday, I would be getting ready for work. I rarely sleep in. Yeah. Yeah, I was that was really the deciding factor when I decided to go live in the middle of the night was that it was late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, catch people before they're getting up for church, or like if it was a weekday, I probably wouldn't have went live. I just would have kept working. But I'm glad I did. I really am. Because like I said, there's some people like they go live that I watch on occasion that they never go live when I can watch. You know what I mean? So it's cool to catch somebody that doesn't normally like. There's this one guy. He's does a cryptocurrency channel, and I'll watch his stuff once in a while. But he's in another country. Is he in Australia? I believe he is. But anyway, so I never catch his live streams. I can only listen to the replay. But I actually haven't watched him in a while. But if you were to do one, that'd be cool. Ask him a question or his views on something. Speaking of questions, you guys have any questions? We're having fun chatting, but if you do have any questions, the carnivore, anything going on with our channel, you can ask away, my friends. Maryland, yes, it does feel like family. We're night owls here in Arizona. Yeah, I miss Arizona. I do. I don't miss California, but I do miss. I liked Arizona. Bumblebee, we had wintertime. We had to wintertime change too, so my brain still thinks it's 12, but it's 1. Oh yeah. Oh, you guys fell back. Yeah, fall back. Yeah. Speaking of Arizona, when I lived in Arizona, I lived right on the Colorado River, right? And the other side of the river was Nevada. So I lived in Arizona and then I worked in Nevada. So Nevada was an hour behind Arizona. It was a trip, man, for half the year. So, I'd get up for work and the time was different. It was challenging to keep track of for sure. Natalie, thank you for doing this. And everyone here, I've recently fallen off the carnivore wagon. Here's my sign and a little kick to my motivation. Yeah, Natalie, it's so easy to do. I mean, Cassie and I did a few weeks ago. It wasn't totally bad, but we definitely got out of ketosis. We were doing dirty keto. Cassie says, well, it's not keto because we weren't counting carbs. Well, the point is the food we were eating was basically keto food. And all the cravings came back. I know we weren't in ketosis and we were on the edge to really like, hey, let's get a pizza, which is crazy with Cassie trying to eat clean for her health. And yeah, and then Kip's been struggling. So yeah, you just got to put your feet down. I don't know if you've seen our recent stuff, Natalie, but we're doing a 5-day challenge right now. We're recording everything we're eating every day, and we're actually in our Facebook group. People are posting what they're eating every day, and that really helps. You sit down. If you have a burger and fries, you ain't got to take a picture of that, right? And that accountability helps. If you aren't in our group, it's totally free. It's Facebook. Um, if I knew your real name, I might already know you're in there. But Natalie from Normandy, I'm not sure. You might already be in there. Max, remember to eat enough. Natalie from Normandy. Natalie, hard to cheat when you're stuffed. It is. That's good advice. And I would say the same thing. But man, those cravings. You know, Cassie and I, when we finally said, okay, we had our 3 days of dirty keto and we woke up. I mean, we looked at each other like, we're craving pancakes or craving cereal with milk. I mean, isn't that nuts? Kip was telling me the same thing too. I had talked to him on the phone one night. He's like, Larry, I'm starting tomorrow, And I said, all right, buddy. And then I talked to him the following day and he's like, man, Larry's, I'm out, I had some biscuits, his intention was there, but he woke up and those cravings are brutal. So, but at the same time, we do have the power to say no. So I really wish you luck, girl. But Max, you're right. Remember to eat enough. That's really important. Natalie, there is a rope at the end of. Is that code? Hey Larry, I posted that video from Jocko on this channel. I'm not too tech savvy. LOL. Okay. Cool deal. Yeah, I'll check your message too. Natalie, thanks, Max. Jasmine, I don't know if it's a seasonal change, but I see a lot of people have been struggling, including myself. Yeah, Cassie talked about that in her last video or last live stream. That it's this time of year, or yeah. I'm gonna play this for anybody watching right now. I played it at the very beginning of the stream. This is Laura Spath. It's from her Instagram stories from yesterday. Her and Chris are celebrating their 10-year anniversary, and they're up at a cabin. And I follow her on Instagram. I follow them both on Instagram, but Laura just puts out the best stuff on Instagram. I know their whole family. But anyway, I played this earlier, and it pertains to the holidays. So check this out.
As the holidays approach, I know a lot of people are really stressed out, or they know they're going to fall off the wagon, or they're going to struggle because of holiday traditions and the pressures of family, and like they just always fall into the trap of like those traditional foods. Like, it's okay for your traditions to change. You can't expect for everything in your life to stay the same, but then for your health and your weight to drastically improve if everything else stays the same. Everything has to change in your life, which that feels really overwhelming at first. I get it. But change one little thing at a time. Think about new traditions. The very first year we skipped all of our holiday traditions and had steak and crab legs. It felt really weird. But now we're coming up on 6 years of doing it, and we really look forward to that new tradition that we've created. It's okay if those change for you.
Yeah, it just in that, like, what was it, like 40 seconds or whatever. There's so much wisdom in what she said there. It really made me think when I saw that yesterday. So yeah, it's just those traditions, time of year. Some people say, our bodies want to store fat because it's getting cold out. I don't know. But it's definitely a mental game, as far as the holidays go, for sure. But hang in there, Jasmine. I mean, are you struggling as far as like cravings, or are you eating off plan? Because I know if you're eating off plan, you're not feeling too well. The aches and the pains come back. The 3 days Cassie and I did the keto, I was hurting. My back starts stiffening up, my neck, and it's astonishing how quickly you don't feel good. Uh, Bumblebee, are you planning a November challenge? Well, our challenge is going to start sometime around Thanksgiving, Bumblebee. We're not sure exactly when yet. We haven't checked out the calendar, but our 6-week holiday weight loss challenge will it runs from Thanksgiving Day to New Year's, and it was a real huge success last year as far as people who participated. Not they didn't gain weight. A lot of people, and as a community, I think we lost like 1,200 pounds, which is huge, right? And yeah, not a lot of people participated, like as far as relative to our normal weight loss challenges. Like in the summertime, a lot more people will participate. But during the holidays, you're not going to have as many. And but still, 1,200 pounds, right? And so many people didn't gain weight. So look forward to that. Like, gosh, my nose is itching. Cassie and I need to look at the calendar and like come up with a game plan. So we'll let you know though, for sure. Cindy, I fell off too, back on and almost back to where I was. Okay, very cool. Yeah, it takes a little while, right? Man, it comes on quick too. But a lot of that's water weight. Like Kip, he said he gained 35 pounds in 9 or 10 days. Yeah. And then he lost like 16 or 17 the first 2 or 3 days back on, and that's just out dumping all that water, carbohydrates, just high. That's why they call them that, you just hold on to all that water. But man, yeah, I told him, he was a little concerned. It's like, dude, you didn't gain that much fat. You're good. There's no way to gain that much fat that quick. I'm happy. I'm happy into Facebook in a bit. Oh, I'm hopping. My bad. Gosh, my eyes. Very cool. Oh, Natalie Anderson. Yep, in there. Okay, cool. I fell off the wagon. There was a rope hanging. There was a rope hanging off of it. I grabbed it. I grabbed. I grabbed on. It's pulling me along the way. It will be okay. I will be back on it. Yeah, the decision's yours. You know. I was upset with myself when Cassie and I did the keto thing. All the cheese because I know better, and yeah, I don't know. I need to be stronger for her for sure. Good morning from Albany, New York. Hey, Cordella, what's going on, my friend? That's such a cool name. Is there an I there? I don't have my glasses on. Cordelia? Yeah, Cordelia. Good morning. Yeah, that's a cool name. I love your name. I've actually never seen that name before. You know, I mean, sure, it could be not your real name, but either way, I like it. Uh, it's silly, really. I feel so much better, and I think clearly on carnivore. Thanks much. Yeah, Natalie, it is silly. We know how good we feel eating the proper human diet, eating only meat, but we still eat that crap. I mean, give me a break, right? I love Big Macs. Is there any food on the planet worse for you than a Big Mac? You know what I'm saying? They're so good. Cindy, yes, the cravings. Honey smacks with milk, spaghetti. I still want it all. But back on carnivore, the slip makes it hard. It does. Honey smacks with milk. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm assuming they're like sugar smacks. I remember those when I was a kid. We didn't get sweet cereal very often when I was a kid, but I remember like picking those when I was allowed to. I've definitely been off plan, but today is day 2 clean. So thank you for the encouragement. Absolutely, Jasmine. That's what community is all about. Yeah, anybody watching right now, if you're on the fence, you're struggling, all it takes is a day or two, you'll start feeling a lot better. And sometimes it's just, you need to hear that, you know, gosh. The last time Cassie and I looked at each other and like we were both like thinking, we had the same thought. We were thinking about pizza and we fought it off together. And we were so happy. And, a few hours later, like we were giving each other fist bumps, like, we got past that craving. And that was right when, we were trying to start eating clean after we messed up with the keto a few weeks ago. That next day, we looked at each other like, some pizza. That's nuts. Oh, what's this? John says, just heard the sad news about actor Matthew Perry had died. He was 54 and apparently drowned in a hot tub. Wow. Yeah, he was from Friends, wasn't he? That's young, man. Sure we'll hear something about it today. Norman Bonita, Springs, Florida. Hey, Norman, what's going on, buddy? So you'd be on the same time as me, right, Norman? 6 a.m. Oh, Cal, what's up? What's up, Cal? Good morning to you, my friend. Good to see you. Like Anne of Green Gables. Uh-oh. Am I jumping in a combo there? You guys just remember the taste without the indulgence and how much worse you will feel if you give in. It's so true. You play those mental gymnastics, but sometimes it's just not enough. It's really strange. And some people just have no problem with it. Not many people. If you fall and you slip, you're in the majority. I mean, like, it's only a handful of people. I can count on one hand that like started the carnivore diet and never slept. There's like 2 or 3 people, you know, very rare. Well, you guys, let me see here. Oh, got a carnivore transformer. I love that name. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. Cindy, yes, Matthew Perry was at one point bragging about being jabbed to the max. I don't believe in coincidence. Pickleball, hot tub, heart attack, dead. Oh, okay. I'm following you there. He took all the vaxes. Cassie and I never took a vaccine. Nope. A lot of our family members did, which surprised me. Like her parents did, which surprised me. They're doing okay. Max, shipping isn't a problem as long as you get back on the wagon. Oh, slipping. Yeah, man. I totally agree. The problem is Cassie and I really never been able to do that. I mean, just last time, the keto slip, we weren't eating fast food, pizza, pasta, desserts, sugar. It was just really dirty keto. Um, but like, I mean, the example I'll always use is Sean White. I mean, he has his fajitas, every 1 or 2 months, and he's right back to it. And I've told Sean though, I really believe God stepped in and gave him a supernatural kind of strength, answered his prayers. It's kind of the same thing that happened to me with drinking. God just removed my desire to drink, like literally in an instant. And it was like seeing a paralyzed person be able to stand up and walk. Like a guy jumps out of an airplane, hits the ground because his parachute doesn't open, and he's paralyzed for 10 years. And then all of a sudden, he asks for forgiveness and boom, he stands up and he can walk right in front of his family. That's how my drinking happened. It was amazing. And I think I told Sean, I said, I think, God had answered his prayers in a way that It's given him some kind of supernatural strength. Yeah, he hasn't, and he agreed 100%, because that is so rare to just, hey, I'm going to eat this meal that's totally off plan and just be able to do that, so he's definitely blessed. The cravings comes out. The craving comes out for sure. It's actually an improvement, though I know you haven't always been that disciplined. I don't know if you're talking, oh, maybe about the keto. I hope I'm not jumping in someone else's conversation. I think you're talking to me, though. Yeah, I mean, the first couple times we cheated, we disappeared off YouTube for a couple months. If you guys don't see us on YouTube for like 2-3 weeks or even a week, you'd be like, all right, Larry and Cassie are up to something. They're at McDonald's. Well, Cassie wouldn't eat at McDonald's. She'd eat at Culver's, though. Kel, daughter's birthday was yesterday. Cake and ice cream around. I was able to resist. It was hard, though. And don't you feel good about it now, Kel? You get past that, and I mean, literally, you give yourself a pat on the back, right? I mean, that's Cassie and I went to Holly, our daughter's wedding. We didn't have wedding cake, and that sucked. But that following day, we were like, yeah, we did it. We can say no. Mr. Dave's Carnivore Journey. I think it was good to fall off the wagon a few times, as it lets you know how good it is to eat clean, right? If I do it, my joint pains come back within a couple of hours. Yeah, for me, it's maybe a day and a half, where I really start feeling it. But I got to tell you something. I've never just had one meal and then stopped, you know. So Cindy says, I would hope to not slip again until goal. I hit my first goal, but I realized I still had more to go. Overweight so long, I wasn't sure what number I was going for in the beginning. Down 71 pounds. That's amazing, Cindy. I mean, you're right there. You and Cassie have lost about the same amount of weight. I think she's like at 82, 83. That's a lot of weight, girl. So good for you. Now I'm early in our YouTube career, whatever. We did a couple of videos. We were in a grocery store, and Cassie was a little bummed out about she'd only lost, I don't know, like 27 pounds, something like that. And I had lost like 50 something. And I grabbed a 20-pound bag of dog food. I lifted her shoulder. I said, I feel this. And she grabbed onto it, and she's holding it. She's like, yeah, that is a lot of weight. I said, you've lost that plus some. And 71 pounds, man, that's 3 bags of dog food, 3 20-pound bags. But it's a lot of weight you're not carrying around anymore. So happy for you. That's really good. Keep it going. I think I'm in a conversation. Yeah, you guys are chatting. Well, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I have been going for 1 hour and 34 minutes. I got a few more things to do before, as far as editing, before Cassie gets up and little Air. So this was a lot of fun. Spur of the moment, didn't know didn't know how it would go when I first started. I'm like, well, I'll be happy with 5 people. But started up the stream, and there was like 30 people, and right off the bat from overseas and folks here in America. Either up late or working graveyards. So it's really cool. You guys stop by and say what's up. I appreciate that. Any more questions? If I see a queue right now, I'll answer it. Oh, we got Mandy. Hi, Big Larry. Hope your baby doll is doing great. And little Larry's anyone swelling and feeling sick with butter I am reaching. I'm not following that last part because I'm so tired, Mandy. But yeah, she's doing great. Little Larry's doing good. And little Larry's, anyone swelling and feels sick with butter. I think you might have mistyped there. Or I'm tired, or both. But little Larry's doing good too. He's got a 5 day uh 5 day stretch at work, and he's got like 2 or 3 days off. You have staying power. This is fun. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, man. At hour and 36. I only, if you watch the beginning of the stream, I said, oh, I'm going to go like 30 minutes. But people, kept coming in. So, Carnivore Transformer will be adding you to my list of carnivores. Well, very cool, my friend. Appreciate that. I think you'll find Cassie and I are a little different than everybody else on YouTube. Um, yeah, I mean, we were the very first to be really obese and start our journey from day one. And then we fell and we gained 120 pounds while we were on YouTube. There are a lot of channels now that, people have started out heavy and are losing. That's great. But it's kind of cool to be able to say you were the first. And we were inspired by Laura and Chris Bath. When I first saw Laura's channel, I was really inspired by them. John, thanks for the live, Lair. Hey, buddy. You've been here the whole time, John. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks so much for the great time. Bumblebee from the Netherlands. Thank you for stopping by. It's very cool. Angie Sings, one of our biggest cheerleaders right there. Ho, from South Africa. Okay. Awesome. So we had Australia, the Netherlands, we had the UK, we had South Korea, and now South Africa. Awesome. I'm glad you found us, Carnivore Transformer. And when I say we have some unique content, yeah, we really do. Look for our top 10 countdowns. We have stuff that you won't find on anybody else's carnivore channel. And I take pride in that because we're Cassie and I have built it we built the channel with all our viewers without any push from any outside, influences. We haven't been featured on anybody's channel. We did it all on our own with our audience. So glad you found us. It's very cool. Yeah, thanks, Larry. Love hanging with you. King of the Carnivore Quest warriors. That's right. That's what we all are, right, Marilyn? Warriors. So we're trying to fight. We're fighting. Get our life back. Much love to all. Cindy, love you, girl. Don't forget to like the live. Yeah, Bumblebee. Bumblebee Adventures got the right idea. The like button. It's totally free and it's 0 carb. Oh, thanks much. Hope you all have a blessed day. We'll see you, Natalie. All right. I gotta put this up. Big hugs to your warrior queen, Cassie, for sure, Marilyn. Oh, I gotta pull this up. Barb, what's up, Barb? I gotta say hi real quick. I'm up drinking coffee too in South Dakota. I love South Dakota. Ooh, I'm jealous, girl. I really do. It's a beautiful state. Cold, but I really, really love your state. Green, you're a real inspiration. I fell off the wagon. I fall off the wagon every day. I keep getting back up thanks to you. Well, hopefully one day you won't fall. And that'll be thanks to you. But I appreciate that, Green. Very cool. One thing Cassie and I can, relate with you guys, I think you relate to us, is it's not easy, and we've been honest with you guys from day one. I lost 60 pounds. Our current run on the carnivore diet, which has been about 19 months, for 60 days, I lose 50 pounds. And so far, I've lost 101, 102 pounds. But, I've basically been in a stall or a 15-pound range for a year. It's crazy. It's like people, oh, Larry, I've had people, accuse me, oh, Larry's not being truthful. Man, get out of here. I gained 120 pounds while I was on YouTube. Or I gained 80 pounds. Cassie gained 40. But we're not going to be truthful if we slip up once. Come on, idiots. I get it, though. There are some people on YouTube who aren't very honest, or I don't think so. So I get it. Some people might think that. Maybe I shouldn't call them idiots. But we've documented everything, Have a blessed Sunday. Less junk, more health. Awesome name. Very cool. Mandy, UK loves you. I love you back, Mandy. I always like your little kitty cat. I always remember that, your little picture. Mr. Dave, thanks for the live. You're welcome, my friend. It's my first getting you on a live. I've been sub for a while. Oh, my bad, my friend. Very cool. I haven't seen any of your comments. Cassie and I answer our comments together. So, my bad. I'm glad you're subbed. Have a great day. No sugar, no carbs, and no cheating. That helped me so much in the beginning. I want to go back to this carnivore transformer. I'm glad you caught us live for the first time. It's actually why I did this. It's a little experiment. I was up editing all night. I was like, let me do a live in the middle of the night so I could reach people in South Africa who never get to watch us live or connect. So very cool. I'm glad you stopped by. Max K, I stalled for 8 months. Yeah. Sometimes people try and call you out and say you're lying. And it bothers Cassie. I'm like, don't let it bother you. But like Kelly Hogan, it took like Kelly Hogan like 4 to 6. It's either 4, 5, or 6 years, but it took her a long time to lose all her weight. It's not a race, I'm feeling better. I'll admit though, there's been times where I've been discouraged, like what's going on here? But Cassie always says it's the dairy. And I think she's right, because we've never gone without dairy for consistently for like, let's say 3, 4, 5, 6 months. We've never done that. One time I did. It was 200 days. But I was still having cream in my coffee. You know what I mean? Yeah, we've never gone a real extended long time without dairy. So, Max finally broke it following Dr. Sean O'Mara's advice. I exercise just 1 minute a day at maximum intensity, and it really works. Almost down 20 pounds since then, as of last week. Really? 1 minute a day. That is so cool. Congratulations. Way to go, Max K. Yeah, there you go. Bam. I like this. It's important for people, especially newbies, to hear that a stall is normal, though, and don't give up. Absolutely. Yeah. And, everything happens for a reason, and everything that's happened along Cassie and, in our journey, people have seen us fall. They see what happens when you do cheat. They see the weight you can gain and how quickly you can gain it. And, same thing. They've watched me in a stall, and Cassie, hasn't lost a ton of weight in the last year, but she's gradually going down, gradual. Where me, I've just been 15 pounds either up or down. I'll go from anywhere from 100-pound weight loss to 90, 88 pounds of weight loss. I'll just stay right in there. So, oh yeah, I got you, Max. Yeah, as of last week. Yeah. When I first read it, I was like, wow. But yeah, 20 pounds in 3 months. That's awesome. Uh, What I was saying about it being interesting was the fact that it was only a minute a day. That's really cool. All right. Pam. Hey, what's going on, Pam? I'm about to sign off here, girl. This is a little experiment I did to reach some people overseas. So, Cassie, I'm not sure, you guys. Cassie might be doing a live today, her Sunday night live with Emily from Ready Set Keto, which we love. James and Emily, good people, and she's excited. I don't know if they finalized it because they've been trying to get together. So if that is tonight, it'll be probably like 7 or 8 o'clock p.m. tonight. So that'll be a great time. Emily's a wonderful person. So Pam says, I just got up. Well, good morning, young lady. Yeah. Says, I love James and Emily. Yeah. Very good people. Mandy, from your first video ever, I have been with you. Wow. Really, Mandy? That's amazing. I knew you were with us a long, long time. I didn't know that. All the ups and downs. I sent you little grabs food to ease cravings. Seems so long ago. Yep. Yeah. So Cassie would remember all that. That's amazing. So you have seen a lot, Cassie and I put it all out there, so you know what's going on. Yeah, 6 a.m. Yeah, it is here too, Pam. Shout out to RSK. Absolutely. Ready, Set, Keto. Guys want to subscribe to a cool channel. James and Emily are just a real deal. They're like Cassie and I, but they do keto stuff. And I've talked to them behind the scenes, and they are good people. What you see is what you get. I know it's not that way with everybody in the carnivore space. There are a couple of people that aren't what they seem, but James and Emily are. I can attest to that. Oh, let's see this. Ann Wright. What's up, Ann? Just in from working in the rain and thrilled to catch you live. Thanks for all your inspiration. I switched to butter coffee and surprised how nice it is. Enough to stay off the cream. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I go through my spurts where I'm really enjoying the butter. Um, yeah, a lot actually. And gosh, I can't even believe I haven't mentioned this entire live stream. But Elements, Electrolytes, they got their caramel, their chocolate caramel, which is part of their chocolate melody last winter. It's now a permanent flavor. I just got an email from them that it's available now. So if you guys, our link's always in the description. You guys know that. But I just put in my order. I emailed them yesterday. They won't get it till Monday because I ordered, like through a back channel. And but I got 2 boxes of that chocolate caramel. That stuff was amazing. I didn't realize that the chocolate element last winter, I didn't realize because we had just started our sponsorship with them. I didn't realize it was a seasonal thing. And once winter ended, I ran out of all of it, and I was pretty bummed because if I had known it was seasonal, I would have bought extra because it's good. And big mistake. That's like why during the summer when they came out with the grapefruit salt for the seasonal, I learned my lesson. I bought a little extra, because I like it. There's a couple flavors I don't enjoy, and I don't buy extra of those. But boy, yeah, gotta plug the sponsor, right? Element's been great. We actually just signed. Uh, we finalized our sponsorship with them till the end of the year, and so it'll be a full year. We've been sponsored with Element, and you guys know what a big deal that was for Cassie and I. Those have been with us. The time we put into our commercials and our videos, our spots for Element, they stand out, compared to the rest of the carnivore space. Most people just sit there and that's it. They just talk about it, but we really put an effort in. And Element, they see that. We love the product, so yeah. Ready, Set, Keto. Yep. Yeah, check them out. And James and Emily, they don't put out as much content now. They're spending more time in their church, and they both work full-time regular jobs. So, but they work hard on their channel. I just adore them both. Amber. What's up, Amber? I don't have my glasses on, so I cannot see what that little symbol is. I'm like, I need a bigger computer screen. Kip told me to start an Amazon wish list. Like, maybe. Well, a few more people in here. Hi, I work in the night shift. Hey, Sabrina. Yeah, I did that for 20 years, my friend. In the casino business and in the auto manufacturing business. Throw this up. Hey, Mary, stayed up till midnight watching 1937 movie Captain Courageous with Spencer Tracy and Lionel Barrymore. Great old movie. Yeah, up till 4:17 to find your live. Wow, what a special surprise, Larry. Very cool, Mary. Yeah, I've never seen that movie, and I've seen a lot of older movies. I've never seen that one. Sounds like a good one. Me either. I only got one box. Yes, right. I was so bummed when that chocolate melody ran out, and I, like a dummy, I tried to order more, and they're like, "No, it's not available anymore." I'm like, that's cool though. The chocolate salt was still available, so. Oh, sorry, I already brought that one up. Love Element watermelon. Yes, I like the fruity flavors more in the summertime, but our son loves the raspberry. Our daughter Holly loves the watermelon. It's like, we'll hook them up with a box, like, because it's good to see little Larry not drink, because he used to drink Coke and soda. Then he went to like sports drinks, as he turned 17, 18. He thought, oh, this is more healthy. Told him, dude, those are full of sugar. So once our sponsorship started with Element, I'm like, here, try it. And he likes it. He likes some of the, he likes the raspberry, like I said. And what's the other one? The citrus salt. Yeah. But it's good to see him drink that rather than, Gatorade. So, take it easy, my friend. You have a blessed day too. All right, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm going on 2 hours. Cassie's gonna see this stream. She's gonna be like, "You were up to it." Dang. Wow. So I'm gonna jump off here, gang. I love y'all, and I am gonna stay up all day. We are documenting everything we're eating for the next 5 days. Well, we got 3 left, and that'll be coming out on the 1st. And let me see. We got Jasmine. I'm curious. Can you have too much Element in a day? No, I've had this question before, and I've seen it answered. You just urinate anything else, but you're wasting it. The way we did it was we used 1 pack a day, and we were cool. But we found through experimenting, if we fast or we're doing a lot of exercise, like when we were walking in July, we had to go to 2 packs a day. Otherwise, the cramps would, come back, or fatigue, headache. But usually one's good for Cassie and I both. And when we fast, excuse me. When we fast, we don't use the flavored, we use the raw. Um, or no, excuse me, when we exercise, it's just the fruity ones, just they don't taste good when you're sweating and exhausted. But man, you drink that unflavored one, and it's actually delicious. The only time I really like the raw is when we're exercising, like out walking. Or Mandy, you are both so down to earth and honest and never change. That's priceless. Open and inspiring, Larry. From day one, you offer family love to all of us. Thank you. Appreciate that, Mandy. Yep. From day one, we've said, if you can't fake real, and we weren't going to come on YouTube and try and be something we weren't, and that's worked out. Hmm. Kel's one of our biggest cheerleaders too. You look good for 6 a.m. Me, not so much. Well, Pam, I've been up all night. My hair's combed, and trust me, this lighting too is pretty good. Like my eyes are red. Oh, I gotta say, Okan Dragon, buddy. Just talking about you last night with Cassie. I was looking up a gym membership at what's it called? The one that's a national chain. I've been up all night, brother. Planet Fitness. Yeah. So, and I brought up you, like, oh, seriously, man, I'm really thinking about getting that exercise. For those of you who don't know, Okan Dragon has been a longtime subscriber, and he's been trying to get me to exercise, really exercise, not just go out for a walk, but, start lifting some weights a little bit. And so it's good to see you, man. I'm glad you caught this. Planet Fitness, woo. Yeah, yeah. It's my thinking was, brother, it's like I want Cassie to eat clean, and I want to, show her that I can do something that I'm real, because I have an easier time eating cleaner than Cassie. So I want to do something that she knows that is really out of my comfort zone, and maybe it'll inspire her to stay away from the dairy and the coffee. And so yeah, well, I'm gonna seriously give it a go. Talk's cheap though, you know what I mean? I wasn't gonna do a video on it or anything, or even mention it, Ryan, until I was actually doing it. But I saw you on here, and it's I had to bring it up because we just talked about it last night. It's good to see you, buddy. And Pam, you'll get addicted to the hydro bed at Planet Fitness. It's the bomb. Cassie said the same thing, because she had a membership for like a year, about a year ago, and we looked it up. It was $10 for the membership, and with that hydro bed, it's like, I think it was $24.95 per month. And Cassie says they're amazing. I'm like, really? He'll definitely get strong lifting a hydro bed. Right? I'm not gonna lift that sucker. I'm gonna lay on it. Yeah, feeling obligated because you pay for it. I've always liked little Larry, Ryan. I told him, he was talking about joining a gym, and I said, well, why don't you just, because I recently repaired our bicycles. I'm like, why don't you get out and exercise around here, do some push-ups, sit-ups, because he's 19, and commit, and then spend the money and join the gym. But I have no right saying that to him, because I haven't done that. I mean, I've done some walking, I have done some like incline push-ups, but not a whole lot. So I really have no room to preach to him. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good point. You're paying for it. I just don't want it to be like, some subscription, you subscribe to and then you never use. But I'm really weighing heavy on going. Oh, and I have to say good morning to Susan real quick. Hi, Susan. I've been up all night, girl, and I'm about to get off here. So I really appreciate you guys watching. Been going 2 hours and 1 minute right now. So yeah, I keep seeing comments pop up. I love you guys. Seriously. Until the next one, remember, no sugar, no carbs, no cheating, warriors. You guys have a great day. If you're struggling with those cravings, I've been there. If you're struggling with the cravings, go watch our old content. Go watch where Cassie and I gained 120 pounds. It's maybe that'll keep you from, picking up that piece of pizza or whatever. And believe me, I'm not judging, but learn from our mistakes. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. I'm not going to say, well, one more time. No sugar, no carbs, no cheating. Love you guys.